I feel like that the pandemic gave people a reason to be racist towards us, but it's been happening before the pandemic. I feel like the news just covered it more. I don't think the pandemic did anything to incite racism. It's just the news. Of course, we know president thereof. We know that he called it the Chinese virus, the China virus, and that just gave more people the reason to report about it, which is a good thing, but also gave more people to discriminate against it. So I feel like that balance between the news and people just bullying and harassing us just kind of got it out into the light, and why people think that they're more racist, but I feel like the racism has continued.
How many of us are born in Iowa? Oh, your English very good. That's one of the questions that I've been asked, being born in Iowa. Why your English so good? Because I'm born in Iowa.
What happened down in Atlanta really hurts me. To know that happened to our community and to humans in general. This is just one story, and it takes one story for people to realize just all these things about supporting others. I just hope that people can say it from their hearts and not just as a trend. So.
I wanted to be amongst my family. My entire family is from here, and I wanted to raise my family here because I felt like overall I had a good experience. I love Sioux City. This is my home. And unfortunately, like I said, there have been times where I have been made to feel like I am not supposed to call Sioux City home. And it does happen. It happens more than I want to admit, and it happens more than I care to say that it does. But I'm just going to share this real brief story. I brought two of my kids here. I have 3 kids. My oldest daughter, Misha, she's 15 now, and she's at dance practice. I try to bring my kids with me to events like this so they can see and experience and make decisions and form opinions on them by themselves. But my oldest daughter, at the time, was probably Olivia's age. She's 7 now. And this happened to me at a time that I felt, honestly, like the proudest of my life. I had just bought my first house here in Sioux City. My wife is from Vermilion, and I wanted to show her George Uisayavong's fireworks display at the Sioux City Explorers baseball game on the 4th of July. And so we loaded up my wife and my daughter, and we watch the fireworks display. It's beautiful. We have a wonderful evening. Unfortunately, the parking lot was utter chaos. When we tried to leave, they didn't have anybody directing traffic, and the person in front of me chose to park his car and hop out and start to direct traffic. And at first, I didn't know what to think or say, and so I just was trying to be cool and, not cause a problem. Let he's making traffic move, so let it happen. About 10 minutes later, I'm like, can I go? And so I honked my horn and I waved, and there were a group of guys in a truck with the top down. It was like 4 or 5 guys, and instantly they were on me. They said, hey, shut up. He's an American. What are you? And, I instantly put it in park and grabbed the door. Because I'm about to go to their level and go outside and do something ignorant, probably get into a fight. I got mad and upset because my feelings were hurt. I was offended in front of my wife and my daughter. And all I was trying to do is share something that I'm proud of in my hometown. And that, I've never been so embarrassed and upset in my life. I'll never forget that. My wife grabbed me by my collar and she said, David, sit down. What are you doing? And for a split second, I didn't know what I was doing, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I was mad. And my daughter, Misha, starts crying and she's like, Dad, why are you so mad? What's going on? And I was like, I'm mad because my feelings are hurt because these guys said something really stupid. They said there's something they shouldn't have said. And so that's my point. No more of that. You know what? You know what was really cool? Is it kind of cool? The guy that was directing traffic, the guy in front of me, when he heard that happen, he looked at me and he saw in my eyes the pain that I was feeling at that moment. And he was like, he knew something's about to happen. Go. He was like, go. He got me out of there real quick. When I look back, I was like really appreciative of it, but what I really wish he would have done is turn around and tell those guys to knock it off. Right? He could have very easily said, hey, knock it off. He's an American. Why would you question, why would anybody question? Why would somebody say that? I don't know. But I'm tired of the rhetoric that we allow people to say. It's wrong. It's wrong. The China virus, Kung flu. It's not funny. It's stupid. It's stupid.
I decided to come out tonight because of the struggle of my community, the Asian American community, but just the struggle of a nation. I really feel like this nation needs more empathy and realizing how important it is to realize the struggle of others and be there for one another in times of struggle. It doesn't matter who you are, Black, Latinx, Indigenous, it doesn't matter who you are. I just think it's very important that me as a community member, I get to share my voice and also share the voice of others who are much older than me that might not be able to speak, or voices that are just unheard due to bullying or harassment or things of that nature that can cause people not to speak up.
How many of you have worked with a family that does not speak English and you had to help translate? Almost all of us, see? That's perfect. This is why we're here, to learn from each other, educate each other, why we all should get along, regardless of race, color, or religion. Why? Because we all love each other. I want you guys.
Everyone should see color. Some people say not to see color because that's how you stop discrimination, how you stop racism, is stop talking about it. But our history is so ingrained in racism. The Chinese Americans, they were the only group of Americans that the Chinese Exclusion Act, 18 something, I forgot. It's the only racial group that has been banned from traveling to the United States because of what they look like. No other group, not even the Japanese. Well, Japanese were thrown into internment camps. And this history, we keep on saying that we need to forget about it. We need to basically undermine it and put it back into the textbooks, but they're not even in our textbooks. So I just feel like with that, plus the media, the media changes a lot of things. And of course, I'm speaking to the media right now. But the media really portrays just different groups of individuals of being this one way. But I feel like if we just see ourselves as a human psyche, we're just all human. And we just see ourselves as different, but not because of what we look like, but because of who we are as individuals. I feel like we could grow as a community, as a society, and I feel like we've been taking those steps to do that now.
Well, I wasn't expecting this big crowd, given that it was about a 5-day notice. I mean, I think we maybe have about 100 people or more, I'm not sure. But it was a really good crowd. We have all sorts of cultures and backgrounds here that are here to embrace each other, embrace our culture, our differences together. It's important to understand each other regardless of color, race, or anything. We all are human, that we all can get along together.